last time we were in Europe was like 5 years ago, so we're really excited.
Part 2 of Porto, Portugal, and we're here for a 4-day trip spinning some magical memories, and we've also been able to meet up with some friends that we consider family. This just enhances our feelings towards this ancient town that we have fallen in love with. Here we are at the train station, famous train station, which is slightly under construction next to it in the street. So I guess like any major tourist destination, you need to be ready. You're not going to be the only one on an Insta photo that's looking to take stuff, but here's a quick few still photos that help you appreciate the beauty of the artwork and the space around you without being completely sick by me turning around in circles on the video. Without a child, I think Porto is considered to be very walkable all around, and it is. But with child, Ixchel's doing here, it's tough to carry a 30-pound child all day. Today we're switching off more, and Ixchel basically handled it all yesterday due to the fact that my daughter doesn't want me to hold her. But we're going to the farthest point it was suggested. It's like a park with little animals. I think it's just peacocks running around, but kind of a wide open space area. Hopefully Ray will have some fun there. It's about a 15-minute walk. that's the plan anyways. But
It's beautiful. It's really nice, sunny, with the breeze.
I would say I do think that Boston has cleaner and brighter blue skies than here.
But still really nice. For being winter, it's like
Yeah.
a nice warm
It's
winter.
a beautiful old city with,
a lot of charm.
I still love the trees and the mountains and the oceans better than cities, but that's me. It's a nice vacation.
I don't want to leave.
Kind of like I was in Telluride. I didn't want to leave. I just want to stay in the mountains. It chills like that when she comes to a city, I think.
Well, it was like that until the right too, but I don't want to go back to reality. It's so cold in Boston right now.
It is
Snow
cold.
in the ground, rain, wind. Like, we couldn't been walking like this in Boston with just a t-shirt. Monday.
All right, so I think the walk was already worth it. Mira.
Earlier.
Our daughter just fell walking down these cobblestone road, and she says F-U-C-K. It's really bad. Uh-oh. So like I said, this is a very walkable city. Now, it was a little bit farther to get to that park, but now we're walking back. For some reason, it feels a little bit easier. It's slightly more downhill. It's along the water, and our daughter is just getting that little extra exercise right now to put her to bed for the night. We're going to see one last thing before we lay our heads down, and hopefully tomorrow is going to be just as spectacular. So I believe, like in so many movies, this is the reality. So down these steps, which I'll show you in a second, we came down here. So, any guesses what this is? Yeah, this is where they bury people. On the ground. Maybe number 15. Area 156. You're probably somebody under there. Imagine the names here. Somebody more special. Nuns, priests. Not sure if this is where the king would have been. I'm imagining. My daughter keeps saying it's a treasure down here. In some ways, maybe it is. Ooh, lots of dead bones down there. That's kind of creepy. That's real people. A church built on bones. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but it's huge. Again, centuries of people being buried here, so. Okay, so now that I have your attention with the dead bodies or bones below the ground here, let me give you a quick explanation of what you're looking at in some still photos. This is the Church of St. Francis. I'm not going to translate that in Portuguese because I'll butcher it. This place is pretty fascinating to me because it took over 200 years to finalize this construction. It started in 1223 and was finally completed around 1425. Now, with that said, there was a huge fire. This place, or Portugal, has been through tons of battles and wars, but it burnt down in 1832. Luckily for us, it was all restored in the 19th century. But this place is fascinating because now connected to it is Portugal's Capitol building that they still actively use today. We go see that tomorrow. But here what you're seeing is the church itself, which is mainly inspired by or built Gothic period structure or architecture. This is a great example. It's beautiful, and I can't even understand or comprehend the history behind it. All the way down in the burial room's on the bottom floor, and then this is on the top floor, which is like 3 floors up. this area and then go over to there. Last final day here. It's a little sad, but we had an amazing time and we'll make the most of today. And we're really excited to see some friends that we haven't seen in a while. And they're flying in just to see us, so we feel very appreciative. Cheers. Okay, so here we are the next day looking at Portugal's Capitol building. Now there's a lot of history here. I'm probably going to butcher the hell out of it, but I'll give it a go. Now connected to it is St. Francis Church, or St. Francis Convent, which was founded in the 13th century. It burned down and then this area was donated by Queen Mary II. Now this Capitol building, I believe, was a palace at some point in time. It took a tremendous amount of time as well to end the completion of these plans. So there was a couple of people that were in power and then not. Ultimately, this became a Capitol building / stock exchange place. I don't know. But let's just say the work inside of it was immaculate. It's beautiful. And it's a bit more stately, let's say, in design. And I don't know the exact words for it, but it's definitely different than the Gothic period architecture of the church next to it or connected to it. But I wanted to share this experience with Eric and Michi. Came all the way here from Switzerland.
Correct.
Just to meet up with my family, and I am super appreciative.
So are we.
And I just love them so much. I know my wife and my daughter
Loves them too.
So we haven't been filming any of this experience that when we met them, but it's really just been catching up from how many years now? 2.5 years that haven't seen them. It's very simple. We love you guys.
Love you too.
So just getting back to the room, and what a beautiful night we had with Michi and Eric. We love you. We didn't film a whole lot today. We couldn't
We were enjoying the time
with them and just catch up on work and life and eat some food and dinner and everything. Yeah, it was a really great experience, and hopefully we won't take that long to see them again. But now we start the packing, and it's late, like 11 o'clock now. We gotta wake up at 6 in the morning, get out of here by 6:30, catch our flight at 9, 10 hours back home, and by 2 o'clock Eastern time we should be arriving and hopefully walking in our home. All right. Morning, everybody. It's sad, but all parties come to an end, and this party is over. Catching our 9 a.m. flight. We're out of here and headed home to the United States.